this is sort of a special recording, so you will see this new background. I am releasing this video far in advance of when it originally would have released, so you will still see plenty of videos with my old background, but I am in fact in my new location. However, this is a timely review, or not a review, a timely video. What am I talking about today? Well, you'll have seen, no doubt, in the title of the video, but apologies on any and all pronunciations because I can barely speak English. This was Kýnan Antos, if I'm saying the name correctly, reached out to me about an upcoming book, and that is going to have a Kickstarter soon. And they sent me this, what's the word, pre-release copy. So I'm going to take a look. And this is from Gritsilk Games. You can tell I'm out of practice using a box cutter, which is weird because I've been moving lately and had to use the darn thing quite a bit. Cool. Now it is important to know that this is, as I said, oh cool, some dice. That's very cool. This is a pre-release version. There will be some changes before it's released. There's a note. I will read that later. So there will be a few modifications. Some cool stuff. But what is it? It is RipCrypt. RipCrypt. A dungeon sprint RPG. So it's that. We have, here's the back. Try not to get too much glare. As I mentioned in a video I recorded some time ago, but will not be on the channel for some time. I'm still working on the setup here. I don't have, what I think anyway, I don't have my permanent setup. So one thing that was mentioned is that there are plans in the final version to have tables, I believe, on the inside front and back covers, which there are none at this time. So we're going to take a look here. And this is my first time looking at it. I took a quick look at a website, like media information, but I haven't done a deep dive. I figured I would take a look at this when I got it. So we have inspiration, stuff from D&D, Dungeon First Edition, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, Dungeon Quest, Hero Quest, Advanced Hero Quest, Space Hulk. Ooh, I do love original Space Hulk. Warhammer Quest, Mordheim, Mjorkborg, I'll never say that correctly. Index Card RPG, Shadow Dark First Edition. So a lot of inspiration from a wide variety of games over a long stretch of time. Here is some of the acknowledgements and credits. Hopefully that shows up on the old camera. And so we have some tables. Looks like kind of a synopsis to break things down. Hero creation. Yeah, I see some character sheets here, and they look relatively simple, relatively easy to do. Let's see, some skills. I like the black and white illustrations. I believe the charts will, it sounds like, if I'm understanding things, the charts will have a similar, I think, green and black styling. I think that's correct. As anyone who's watched my videos before will know, these are I won't say completely unprofessional because Scott at Orcus Dorcas Shenanigans already says that, but they are certainly low to no effort. I rarely do a lot of research before recording a video. I really, really like this art. And these are done in one take, and they are just my immediate thoughts as I am looking at stuff. So it does look like we have some grid stuff. Now, you all know I'm not always the biggest fan of grid-based combat or nitty-gritty stuff, but again, it really depends on the game. And if this is what the game is, which it seems to be, this sort of like, it says dungeon sprint, which makes me think it's sort of a, like trying to do a speed run through a dungeon, trying to fight your way through. So obviously stuff like time, I don't know if there are clocks or what have you, but timing, being able to position yourself properly and get through things seems like that would be important. So let's see. Yeah, I really dig the moody black and white art in this. I like line art. I also like that even though there are stretches of the white on black, a lot of the book is black print on white. White on black, especially folks like myself who are getting older and older as time goes on here, sometimes the white on black becomes a little difficult to read. So I like that a lot of the important stuff appears to be black on white, which is just a lot easier. There's also a subtle grading in the charts between things to help them sort of stand out. So that's nice. Again, anything for our old and tired eyes. We have a section on gear. Grimcraft, ancient artisan practice of drawing. Glimcraft, I can read. Glim through the aura to focus, flect, and fract craft. I'm assuming that is magic. Yeah. So cool, cool, cool. Ooh, critters. Cool. I love it. I love the black and white illustrations. That's definitely the kind of thing I like to put into my games there. I like that. All right. And then it looks like an actual adventure with some maps. Spoilers, obviously. Or some little map segments to use. It looks like a lot of hallways and stuff, so it makes sense if you're doing a sprint, as it were, I guess. Oh, and here we have the full character sheets, not done on the cards. And charts. I don't know, these might be the charts maybe that are going to be in the front and back page. I'm not sure on that. So anyway, that's my first look at this. I'm going to be trying really hard to release this video on Friday, which is, I think is, I don't know, November 1st or 2nd. Honestly, what is time anymore? And per the email I received, this should be going live on Kickstarter November 5th. I believe that's the case. So check out the Kickstarter for this. I'm, again, if you watch my videos, you know me. I will try to remember and try to get the links to the things below, but I promise nothing. But check out, it is Gritsilk Games, and thank you to Kýnan Antos for sending me this. I'm going to try to read this as soon as I can. Likely I will not have it read and reviewed by the time this video goes live, but I'll have my review coming up on my website. In the meantime, check out the Kickstarter, and thank you again for this. Take a look in the links below. I will try to have important links in there. And as usual, you can also support the channel down in there in any way that you feel like it. So until next time, here's the preview of the new background. Woo, at least temporarily. Take care.